In our youth, we often move through life thinking we have endless time. But as people reach their 70s, many look back with clarity and often regret, not for what they did, but what they didn't do, what they overlooked, and what they took for granted. Listening to their reflections can offer powerful wisdom to younger generations, especially those in their 20s who still have the time to make better choices. Let's dive into 10 powerful regrets shared by people in their 70s that you can avoid now. 1. Not prioritizing health early. One of the biggest regrets elders express is not taking their health seriously when they had the chance. In their 20s, many believe they are invincible, eating poorly, skipping sleep, and avoiding exercise. But the consequences of neglect often surface decades later: chronic pain, mobility issues, heart problems, or diabetes. They wish they had formed healthy habits early, like regular workouts, annual checkups, limiting processed foods, and managing stress. These choices build a foundation for physical and mental vitality later. Remember, health isn't guaranteed, and how you treat your body today directly influences the life you'll have in your 70s. 2. Focusing too much on work and not enough on living. Many older adults regret giving too much of themselves to jobs, especially ones they didn't love, while ignoring family, passions, or travel. They thought promotions and paychecks would eventually lead to fulfillment, but now they say that time, not money, is the real luxury. In your 20s, it's easy to tie your identity to productivity, but a fulfilling life is more than your LinkedIn profile. Take time to enjoy small pleasures, nurture relationships, and build memories that make life worth living. 3. Not taking risks. When they had less to lose, whether it's starting a business, moving to a new country, or expressing love to someone, many elderly individuals regret the chances they didn't take. In their youth, fear held them back: fear of failure, judgment, or rejection. But later in life, they realized the true failure was not trying at all. Your 20s are a rare window when you're less tied down and have more flexibility. Don't let fear make your choices for you. Learn to embrace discomfort and go after what makes you feel alive. 4. Letting relationships fade. People often underestimate how much human connection matters until they're alone. Elders commonly speak of friendships that faded, family bonds that weakened, or love that was lost because they didn't put in the effort. They regret not calling more, apologizing sooner, or showing appreciation. Social media may give you the illusion of connection, but nothing replaces real, intentional presence. If you value someone, show them. Relationships are the backbone of emotional resilience and will matter far more than achievements when you're older. 5. Ignoring financial planning. In your 20s, retirement feels like another lifetime away. But many in their 70s say they wish they had started saving earlier, learned about investments, and lived slightly below their means. Some now live with financial stress, not because they earned too little, but because they didn't manage what they had. Compound interest, budgeting, and financial literacy aren't just adult responsibilities, they're life skills. A small sacrifice today can lead to freedom tomorrow. Start early. You'll thank yourself later. 6. Not traveling. When they had the energy, travel becomes harder with age, mobility decreases, health complications arise, and responsibilities pile up. Many regret not exploring more when their legs were strong and curiosity was high. In your 20s, even modest travel can expand your worldview, challenge your biases, and create unforgettable memories. Waiting for the perfect time often means waiting forever. Prioritize experiences over possessions, because what you see and do often shapes you more than what you own. 7. Caring. Too much about what others think. The need for approval can be crippling in early adulthood. Many elders remember how peer pressure, societal expectations, or family pressure led them to paths they didn't choose freely. Now, they wish they had listened to their own voice more often. Confidence often comes too late. But if you can learn early to trust yourself, set boundaries, and live authentically, you'll build a life you won't need to escape from. The crowd's opinion won't matter at 70, but your inner peace will. 8. Not developing emotional intelligence. People in their 70s often realize that success and happiness depend less on IQ and more on how well they manage emotions, relationships, and self-awareness. They regret not learning how to handle conflict maturely, communicate feelings openly, or regulate stress. Emotional intelligence improves every aspect of life, from careers to marriage. Developing it early gives you an edge in life that degrees and skills alone can't. Invest in therapy, read about psychology, reflect often, and learn to listen deeply, not just respond. Putting off dreams for someday. A heartbreaking regret among the elderly is postponing their dreams. They waited for the right time to write that book, open that cafe, go back to school, or learn that instrument. But that time never came. Life is unpredictable. Illness, loss, or burnout can arrive without warning. Don't shelf your passions indefinitely. Even small steps toward your dream are better than none. Your 20s aren't just for planning, they're for beginning. Make your life story an interesting one to look back on. 10. Not practicing gratitude sooner. Lastly, many people in their 70s say they spent too much time chasing what they didn't have instead of appreciating what they did. They now see beauty in the ordinary, the morning sun, a warm conversation, a quiet walk. But in their 20s, they often missed it all while focusing on what was missing. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means realizing you already have so much. That mindset builds resilience, contentment, and clarity as you grow. So slow down, breathe, and appreciate this chapter of life. It's not just a stepping stone. It's your life right now. These regrets aren't meant to bring fear. They're meant to bring awareness. If you're in your 20s, you still have time to rewrite your future. Don't just chase success. Chase meaning, chase growth, chase moments that make life feel full. And if you found this wisdom valuable, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to ElderTalk for more insights from those who've lived it all, and take a moment to reflect. Which of these regrets are you already at risk of making, and which will you now choose to avoid?